Hello everyone, my name is Al Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I'm the author of 88 Tips on Immigration to Canada, which is a book available on Amazon website. I'm also an instructor at Ashton College in Vancouver. I teach immigration consulting there. Let me tell you something. Unfortunately, refusal of visa and immigration applications is a reality. The good old days that you thought that you could apply for immigration to Canada and it was almost guaranteed to be approved are over. There are many cases, many cases that people submit and they get refused by the immigration authorities. In this short video, I will review a couple of reasons around refusal of applications and then a couple of potential remedies for refusals. So what are the reasons that an immigration officer refuses an application? So sometimes it's because main documents are missing from the application. Missing documents could actually result into refusal of application. Sometimes missing documents is not an issue, but you do not meet the requirements for the application for that specific request that you are making, and they refuse the application. Whether we like it or we don't like it, the policies of the government of Canada could affect how immigration officers review applications. Do immigration officers have, for example, a level of subjectivity in the matter of reviewing applications? Yes, they do, depending on the, of course, type of application. In some kind of applications, like an express entry application, everything is so strict and so much defined. So the level of subjectivity by the officer or discretion by the officer is limited. But in a visa application, for a visitor's visa, for example, or work permit, you could easily see there is more room for the officer to make a decision on your application based on their own understanding. So even in some extreme cases, the biases of officer will result into the refusal application. Sometimes they refuse an application because you are inadmissible to Canada, and that's a huge issue. So what should you do in those cases? In some times that when they refuse the application, we have the option to request a reconsideration. So if you request reconsideration to the immigration officer, they may consider the decision. Of course, they look into why you are making that request and if it does make sense or not. To be honest with you, the chances of getting a positive answer based on reconsideration request is very low, but you can give it a try. The other option is that sometimes we have the opportunity to appeal the decision of the officer. For example, when they refuse a sponsorship application. In those cases, you can appeal the decision to Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada, and if you succeed, they will issue the visa for you. In other cases, you could take the matter to the federal court and file for judicial review. If federal court agrees with you and accepts the judicial review, then they will reopen the application. They will send it to another officer, and that officer will make potentially a different decision on the application. But if you are facing inadmissibility to Canada, unfortunately, the process becomes more complex. Of course, if you believe that inadmissibility was unfair, you could file for judicial review. But if it's fair, then sometimes you need to apply for many other options like temporary resident permit, humanitarian and compassionate considerations, or file for rehabilitation. And if you succeed, then you are good to go. I tried to condense this as much as possible. And of course, if you have any questions, by all means, please get in touch with our office. You could book an appointment and we can discuss the situation in more details. Thank you for watching this video.